everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today our topic is ureter histology. So let's start the video. First, for histology, all we have to do is remember the diagram. Once the diagram is done, writing 10 points becomes very easy, literally. Okay, so first let us look at the diagram. Okay, so once we tell ureter, we have to remember this star shape. Okay, so what do we have in the diagram? There is a star shaped lumen, we have transitional epithelium, we have some blood vessels, we have lamina propria, we have inner longitudinal muscle layer and outer circular muscle layer. Okay, so after just intaking the diagram, let us see the points one by one. So starting off with, it is lined by transitional epithelium or urothelium, right? So this lining over here, these cells are transitional epithelium. These cells are transitional epithelium. Next, the mucosa forms a longitudinal fold giving a star-shaped lumen. So the lumen, as we can see here, it is star-shaped. The mucosa is going to form longitudinal folds giving a star-shaped lumen. Then what about the submucosa? There is no distinct submucosa present. Okay, so when we talk about mucosa, immediately what about the submucosa? No distinct submucosa. Then we can see some small blue color thing over here, that is lamina propria. So this lamina propria is fibroelastic connective tissue. After completing lamina propria in the diagram, we can see inner longitudinal layer and outer circular layer. So we are going to talk about that. Muscularis has inner longitudinal and outer circular layers. Now, the lower 1/3 can have an additional layer of longitudinal, outer longitudinal layer. And what else we can see in the diagram? Here we have blood vessels, right? So adventitia contains blood vessels and nerves. And we have umbrella cells present on the surface. Peristalsis contraction, peristaltic contraction. So if this is ureter, the peristaltic contraction is going to push the urine. Okay, like in small intestine, all the food is moved by peristaltic movements, right? In the same way, urine is moved by peristaltic contractions. Lumen is usually narrow and irregular. Yes, it is star shaped, so it is narrow and it is irregular. So by looking at the diagram itself, we can recall all the 10 points. It is lined by transitional epithelium. Once we are done with epithelium, we are going to talk about the mucosa, forms the longitudinal folds giving star-shaped lumen. And then we can see lamina propria, which is fibroelastic connective tissue. Then there is no distinct submucosa. Muscularis layer has longitudinal inner longitudinal and outer circular layer. Lower 1/3 has an additional outer longitudinal layer, and adventitia contains blood vessels and nerves. Umbrella cells are present. Peristaltic contractions propel the urine, and the lumen is usually narrow and irregular. So that's it. Along with the diagram, we can just write 10 points. So this is all about histology of ureter, which is a short 10 pointer. So you can add more to it in your examinations. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.